Indonesia Air Transport ATR 52 crash, 2026, January 17, 2026. A routine surveillance flight. A remote island in the vast archipelago of Indonesia. And in the blink of an eye, a tragedy that took 10 lives. This is the story of Indonesia Air Transport Flight ATR 42, an accident that shocked a nation and raised questions about terrain, weather, and aviation safety. The aircraft involved was an ATR 42-500, a twin-engine, turboprop built for regional operations and surveillance missions. On that fateful day, the flight was conducting routine operations near South Sulawesi, a province known for rugged hills, lush forests, and unpredictable weather. The flight crew was experienced, the aircraft was serviceable, and the mission was normal. But as the aircraft approached its destination, the weather began to deteriorate. Dark clouds gathered over the mountains, visibility dropped, and below, the terrain rose sharply. The airplane was descending toward its intended landing zone. When everything changed, radar tracks show the aircraft slowly converging toward Mount Belusarang, a towering peak in the surrounding landscape. In thickening haze, the crew may not have seen the rising terrain until it was too late. At 10 lives on board, including crew and operational personnel, all were lost on impact. No distress call, no final mayday, just sudden silence over the rugged highlands of South Sulawesi. Investigators arrived soon after. Early reports pointed to 3 major factors: weather conditions, low clouds, poor visibility, terrain hazards, steep mountainous region, controlled flight into terrain, CFIT, a scenario where an airworthy aircraft unintentionally collides with land. As search teams comb the impact site, pieces of wreckage told a grim story. Propellers twisted and bent, fuselage sections scattered on the mountain slope, life vests, helmets, and equipment strewn across the hillside. For the families and colleagues of those lost, this was more than an accident. It was a life-altering tragedy. But for the aviation community, it became an urgent call to re-examine approach procedures, navigation protocols, and pilot situational awareness in rugged terrain environments. South Sulawesi's topography, while beautiful, can be unforgiving. Steep slopes rise rapidly, weather patterns shift without warning, and small changes in flight path can become fatal. Flight data recorders and cockpit voice recordings took investigators deep inside the final moments of the flight. What they found was consistent with CFIT. The aircraft was fully functional. The engines were operating normally, but the descent path brought the aircraft dangerously close to rising terrain. In conditions of reduced visibility, the crew may not have had visual reference to avoid the mountain, and in the seconds it took to react, 10 lives were gone. This accident reignited conversations about terrain awareness systems, pilot training, and real-time weather updates for regional flights worldwide. Aviation safety experts stressed the importance of advanced terrain awareness and warning systems, TOS, enhanced briefing protocols, strict adherence to approach paths in mountainous zones. Indonesia Air Transport and regulators vowed to implement lessons learned from this tragedy. For every life lost, the aviation community strives to ensure no similar accident happens again. This crash was not caused by mechanical failure. It was not a test of aircraft integrity. It was a test of human decision-making under unpredictable conditions, where a mountain stood, silent and unyielding, against a vulnerable aircraft. And while the world mourned, the lessons born from this tragedy continue to shape aviation safety. If you found this story compelling and want more real aviation documentaries, subscribe to Depline TV, like this video, share it with others. Comment your thoughts below. Could this crash have been prevented? Follow Depthline TV on Facebook and TikTok for more untold stories, dramatic incidents, and aviation mysteries from around the world. Because here, we don't just tell stories, we explore the moments where seconds and decisions change everything.